welcome you all for Satsang program. It is presented by our nursery children. Hope you all enjoy it. Let's all start with prayer. Thank you.
भजन के बोल हैं, ये मत कहो प्रभु से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, इन मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा प्रभु बड़ा है।
Wishing you all a happy Vaishakhi. Today, 13th April, is also the Jallianwala Bagh Massacre Day, also known as Amritsar Massacre Day. It took place on 13th April 1990. During the freedom movement, a large crowd gathered in Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar, Punjab on Vaishakhi Day to protest against the Rowlatt Act and arrest of freedom fighters Saifuddin Kijlu and Satyapal. In response to the gathering, Brigadier General Reginald Dyer surrounded the people with his troops. Jallianwala Bagh can only be exited on one side, as its other three sides are enclosed by buildings. After blocking the exit, Dyer ordered for shooting at the crowd. The troops kept on firing until their arms get tired and they were ordered to stop. Around 1,500 people were killed and 2,000 people were wounded. Britain has never formally apologized for the massacre but expressed deep regret in 2019. So today, let us remember the sacrifice of those innocent people for our country, India. My friends are going to sing a patriotic song. Thank you.
Thank you, Arya. Very informative speech. Now, I would like to invite the students for Tamil song.
reformer who was born on 12 February 1824 in Gujarat. He revived the Vedic teachings and principles, advocated for women's education and empowerment. He also fought against social evils such as untouchability. Swamiji established Arya Samaj, through which he strived for united India. Thank you. Namaste. My name is Vidatri, studying UKG. Today I am going to speak about Arya Samaj. Swami Dayanand Saraswati started Arya Samaj, a socio-religious Hindu reform movement. Arya Samaj was founded in April 1875. The motto is Krilvanto Vishwam Aryam. That means to make the whole world noble. The main objective of Arya Samaj is to do good to the whole world by re-establishing the Vedas and embracing the Vedic principles. This year we are celebrating the 150th year of Arya Samaj. Thank you. About key principles of Arya Samaj. Let us reflect upon them briefly. God is one and formless. God is the cause of all knowledge and is absolute in all respects. The Vedas contain true knowledge, and it is our duty to One should always be truthful and act according to Dharma. People should work for the welfare of all, following the concept of Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Thank you. Would like to thank you all for giving us wonderful opportunity. We are grateful to be a part of the satsang. Thank you.
Very nice performance. Amazing. Do you know how many performances are there? Total, how many performances are there? 12. Big round of applause. After that, we will have a guided meditation session. तालियों की आवाज कम है, जैसे इनका परफॉर्मेंस और इनकी तालियां नहीं बज रही हैं। Thank you, Christina. Now I would like to invite Vikas sir for a brief talk.
Om Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasah Parastat Tame Vididvati Vrityumeti Na Anya Pantha Vidyate Yanaya. Respected audience present over here today. So we had some wonderful program by the tiny tots of the girls Mogappair campus, and they gave some deep messages also to us. So they also spoke about the Arya Samaj, what does Arya Samaj stand for. They spoke about it. I'll possibly dwell upon it a little further, but before that, we will discuss two key mantras, right, from the Vedas, because the core thought process around the revival of Arya Samaj in the 19th century was the clarion call that go back to the Vedas. Vedas are undisputably are the oldest books in the library of humans, the oldest body of knowledge, and it's important for us to constantly keep drawing learnings from the Vedas. 3 weeks back, we discussed about this mantra, which is in the Yajurveda, chapter 40 mantra, the first mantra, also finds place in the Isha Upanishad, which says, Om Isha Vasimidam Sarvam Yat Kimchit Jadityam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitha Ma Gradaha Pasya Sridhana, which essentially means that the entire world is enveloped by Ishwar, right? Because Ishwar or God or the Supreme Force exists everywhere. We discussed about this 3 weeks back. But today, I'll follow on with the second mantra, which says, Om Tadejati Tannejati Taddure Tadvantike Tadantarasya Sarvasya Tadu Sarvasyasya Bhayyata. These two mantras are in a way related. This mantra is once again the same chapter, 40th chapter of Yajurveda, is the 5th mantra, and also the Isha Upanishad is the 5th mantra. So Isha Upanishad draws some of these mantras from the Yajurveda. And this particular mantra that I wish to dwell upon more today, it says, Om Tadejati Tannejati. It says, Ishwar the Omnipresent is both mobile and stationary. If something is both, think about it, something is both mobile and stationary. It's both moving but not moving. Right? It basically means it is there everywhere. The previous mantra said, Om Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam Yat Kinchit Jagatyam Jagat. Right? God is there everywhere. Similarly, this says, Om Tadejati Tannejati Tad Dure Tad Bantike. Dura means what? Dura means far. Right? Dura means far. It says Tad Dure and also says Tad Bantike. So if you look at the English meaning, it says it is far away. Dura means far away from the adharmic and the ignorant. But it is also very near to the dharmic and the yogi. So first line says Om Tadejati Tannejati. Ishwar is such that it is both mobile and stationary. Ishwar is such that it is very, very far for the one who is ignorant or the one who follows the wrong path. At the same time, Ishwar is very close, very near, right, to the one who is dharmic, who follows the right path. Right? And the second line says, Tadantarasya Sarvasya Tadu Sarvasyasya Bhayyata. She is both within the universe and also surrounds it. The second line broadly means that. So this perspective that God exists everywhere is something which is very powerful and we need to internalize it. Because otherwise we constantly keep searching for Ishwar. We keep searching for Ishwar. You go to this place, you go to that place, right? And you keep traveling, you keep thinking that this place I will get peace, that place I will get peace, right? You may get good vibrations, there's no doubt. But the peace is always internal. Ishwar is always within us, it is there everywhere, including within us, within you, within this place, everywhere. That's the core message the Vedas give. Let's look at a small story. There was once this coffee shop owner, Mr. Savarkar. It was a Saturday evening, very busy evening. A lot of customers were coming to this coffee shop. Right? Very busy evening. He was on his toes throughout the day. And late evening, lot of work, right? He got very tired and he had a headache. So when the headache was quite irritating, quite high, he told his staff that, listen, I'm having a severe headache. Let me walk. I'll just go to the chemist shop opposite and I'll just come in a few minutes. So he left his counter. He goes to the chemist shop and he buys a pill, a Crocin or something, some paracetamol. He pops it up then and there, and he knows now he'll feel a little better because he has popped a paracetamol. As he was about to leave, he remembered that the chemist shop owner, one Mr. Gupta, was not seen. So he said that, listen, where is Mr. Gupta? He generally sits at the billing counter. Where is he? He's not there today. He just generally inquired about it. The staff of the chemist, the chemist standing over there, he said, oh, Mr. Gupta, he was there in the shop since morning. He had a headache. So he has gone to the coffee shop to have a cup of coffee. Right? So you get that paradox, isn't it? Right? So this person is going to the chemist shop, right, to get a paracetamol tablet. Why? Because he wants to relieve of his headache. That person is coming to the coffee shop to relieve of his headache. Right? Tadejati, tannejati, tadure tadvantike, tadantrasya sarvasya, tadu sarvasyasya bhayata. The supreme force exists everywhere. We don't need to keep going here and there and keep searching for it. Sit and meditate. This 10 minutes meditation that we just had right now, right? What did it say? You think about it, it had 3 faces. You thought about that's Ishwar. You said, Om Tejovasi, Tejomai Dehi, Viryamasi, Viryamai Dehi, Balamasi, Balamai Dehi. Right? You prayed to Ishwar to give you the intellect, to give you Balam, to give you aura. Right? And that's the best way in which you establish a bond with Ishwar and pursue the path of spirituality. So, my dear audience, in that context, where does Aris March fit in? And especially given the children today spoke a lot about it. And they also said this is the 150th year of the establishment of Aris March. Right? So how does this connect? Because I see many young parents over here, right, of the Nursery Girls Gopalapuram Mogappair campus. So let me put a perspective to it. So this is the 19th century, 1800s. And the society was, there's a lot of superstitious beliefs. Yes or no? Right. Even today there are superstitious beliefs, to some extent even today. Right? At that point of time, it was ridden with many more superstitious beliefs. Right? Right from some of these Vedic mantras, right, was something that the lower caste could not really learn or read. Even for women it was not really allowed. The entire so-called religion, right, was restricted only to a very small section of the society. And in that context, Hinduism always has spoken fundamentally about the Vedas. Yes, on all sects of Hinduism, if you look at it, the core is the Vedas. But Vedas were unfortunately misinterpreted very widely. For instance, the Vedas talk about the Panchamahayajna. Panchamahayajna, the 5 daily duties that we need to perform, which is the Brahma Yajna, meditation that we just did right now. Deva Yajna, that Agnihotra we had. Pitra Yajna, taking care of your elders. Aditi Yajna, taking care of guests in your houses. Right? And Bali Veshwa Devi Yajna is taking care of animals. The word Bali was interpreted as animal sacrifice. Right? Absolutely wrong interpretation. So why everyone said that, listen, this is all come from the Vedas, but it is just simple wrong interpretation. The Bali Veshwa Devi Yajna means that you need to take care of animals around you. Live along with them. Coexist with them. Shun meat. Shun other forms of animal cruelty. That's what the Vedas say. Vedas do not advocate about killing ants. So in the 19th century, the children spoke about Swami Dayananda Saraswati. He was born in Gujarat and born to a typical so-called Brahmin family, right? But he felt very, very strongly, he had a strong intuition that the Vedas are being misinterpreted. And that's why in the year 1875 in Mumbai, right, he set up the first Arya Samaj with the thought process that people who believe in this right interpretation of the Vedas, right, they need to come together under one common umbrella. So this is not a separate sect, this is not a separate religion, absolutely not. It only is going back to our core, which is the Vedas. From the Vedas only emerged Upanishads. From the example you see over here as well, this mantra is from then the Upanishad as well, the Isha Upanishad. But originally it is from the Vedas. The Bhagavad Gita came much later. The Puranas came much later. Right? All this literature came out much later. But the original, the root is going back to the Vedas. And that is why Arya Samaj was set up not as a separate sect or religion, but it was to ensure that the Vedic knowledge is truly secular, is truly applicable for each one of us, irrespective of caste, irrespective of gender, irrespective of race, color of the skin, or anything else. So that's the perspective that was raised, and it's happy to note that we celebrated the 150th year of the Arya Samaj in Bombay. It was about two weeks back, and the organization Arya Samaj set up the Gurukulas, set up DAV schools. Right, in 1886, the first DAV school where the children are now studying, the first DAV school was established in Lahore in Pakistan. Right, and that movement further spread from there on, and in Chennai it was set up in the year 1970. So this organization also is now about 55 years old. That's where children are studying, and in this context, I encourage you young parents to ensure that you need to get your kids into spirituality. Right? Today they come over here, they are sure they benefited immensely. In what sense? These words, these sentences they learnt, I'm sure they may forget. They may forget after 3 or 6 months. But what is the deeper learning is the samskar that you leave on them. That's the impression of the mind, the subconscious mind. That is something which stays with them for further some time. And these samskars needs to be reinforced by you as parents by ensuring that you take your child to a spiritual place at least once a week. Any spiritual place of your choice, any temple, anywhere else, or they can bring to the place like the Arya Samaj as well. Even in Mogappair now we have the Arya Samaj satsang going on in Tamil. It happens in the boys Mogappair campus. You can take more details. So please ensure that you give your children this environment of spirituality. Now they are young, they will listen to you, right? And once they grow much older, then you will listen to them, right? So thank you very much, and once again congratulations to all the tiny tots and all the acharyas who worked tirelessly to ensure that there's a great performance by children. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge.